Hello everyone, welcome to Data Ratify with Oma. So today we're going to be spending a few minutes to talk about how to remove spaces in data using Excel. Let us assume that we have a large volume of data that we need to analyze, but it's not responding to normal mathematical functions. And that's because there are a number of spaces in the data, which could be either at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end. It could also be that these are not just spaces, but some funny characters that we do not need for the particular analysis that we want to do. To deal with this, I'm going to show us hypothetical data for a hypothetical company. Here we're assuming that there are spaces in between the figures that we want to analyze. Again, here's the data for the hypothetical company. This is a sales company and it sells products across 4 product lines: electronics, clothing, food and beverage, and pharmaceuticals. Here, the revenues are presented across the 12 months of the year, and our aim is to analyze the total sales by division or product line and by month. We're going to be focusing on 3 options to remove spaces. There are several of them in Excel, but we're focusing on 3: the trim option, the substitute, and the find and replace. So for trim, what trim does is it removes spaces that are contained at the end of the cell. For example, here there are a number of spaces. So what we want to do, we want to remove that space. So we say equal to trim, and we ask trim to remove the spaces. So here you see that it has removed the spaces at the end, but we can't use it the way it is because Excel does not recognize that these are numbers. Okay, so it can't do any analysis with it. Okay, so let's go ahead with the substitute function. The substitute function, using the substitute function, we are telling Excel, I want to substitute this. Okay, I want to substitute the data in this cell, which contains a space without space. So I want you to go ahead and remove the spaces in between the numbers in this cell. And you can see Excel has done that. If you drag it down, Excel has removed the spaces across board. The other option is to remove use the find and replace option, which in case if you decide, you just highlight the whole thing and you use the find and replace option, which can be obtained using the Control and H buttons. So what we want to find any space, okay, and we want to replace without space. So remove the space. Okay, so ensure that there is no space in the replace with button, and then you ask it to replace all. Automatically, it has replaced everything and also generated the total sales values because now it recognizes that these are numbers. We can decide to clean up data even more, telling it that these are really numbers, and then we can begin to analyze. We can begin to analyze our data. So we can see that January in January, this company made the lowest amount of sales of about 306.4 million. And then in December, it had the highest amount of sales of 698.6 million. Okay, so that's fast, an easy way to remove spaces that are contained in your data, assuming that you have a large volume of data and you don't want to be going one by one removing spaces. So it helps you save time again. Again, we used the trim option, the substitute option, and the find and replace, which was obtained using the Control plus H key. Thank you, everyone. I hope you found this useful. Take care. Bye.